Welcome to the October 16th meeting of the Middle School Building Committee. This meeting is being conducted in
Recording in progress.
219 at the Savage Center. Thank you everyone for being here. First item on the agenda is public comment. Is there anybody from the public, either online or presently, who would like to comment on any aspect of the project?
Can I make a comment?
Sure.
Is it a question?
Bob, yeah.
Just so, being a resident of Mylord Street, so I noticed at the last Board of Selectmen meeting, there was a resident of Mylord Street who was putting in some information regarding trucks speeding down Mylord Street. Just for clarification, from a construction standpoint, what is the traffic pattern for construction vehicles coming to the site? I don't think they're coming down. Is it from Union Street down to Washington, or is there traffic coming down Mylord Street from a construction perspective?
I can speak to that. I'm 95% sure it's not
Recording in progress.
Mylord Street from that side. I forget what road we do have them coming down that side of Washington. The other side it's Dean. But we do publish a trucking route with our
Okay.
logistics plans. I'll open it right now and confirm which road on that side.
Thank you.
Did she happen to notice
not.
what the trucks were, what type of trucks they were, or a name associated with the trucks?
Not that I'm aware of.
Okay.
It was actually a report that we had from the traffic study. I didn't see the email from
Okay.
the resident.
Okay.
We can remind.
Yeah,
So, we're
we will.
certainly
And we
not-
actually just reminded our team last week,
Right.
but yes, we can
But
remind.
personally, I haven't seen a lot of construction-related trucks coming from Mylord to the site, but I just thought I'd try to confirm.
Let's circle back to that at the end because I actually
Sure.
don't. I need service to get into it. But give me 5 minutes and I'll follow.
Okay.
We're certainly not, Bethany, we're not directing people to Mylord Street.
No.
No, so Bob, it's
Okay.
not a dedicated, no.
Okay.
Well, the cement trucks might be using it because they're coming from Millis or Medway, wherever they are. Where's
They're coming from
Millis.
Tresca though, right off.
Mills.
Millis? So are they doing 1/8 Mylord Street? I mean, that would be the shortest route for them, instead of going downtown and then coming back up Washington. I mean, that's the only one that comes from that side of town that I know of.
I can confirm with them that they're not,
Okay.
but I don't believe our plan has them going that way. I will follow up.
All right, could you send an email to Bob, Bethany, when you
Yes.
confirm that? Okay, good. Okay, Bob?
That sounds great. Thank
Good.
you.
Okay, thank you. Anything further public comment, online or present? Seeing none, let's close that. Let me turn it over to Chase for project update.
Thanks, Alan. We'll pass the voting sections. Decent shot here. Thank you, Rich team. This is the drone footage overview of the project site. For reference and orientation, the plan key in the bottom right, that's section A, is the section closest to us, just to get oriented of when you're looking at the building. Thought this was a good shot, and Rich was kind enough to share it with us. Thanks, Bethany, and we'll track this as steel starts next month. We'll kind of pull these together into a series and give everybody a nice overview, but generally working from C to A, generally work plan, right, Bethany, as progress continues. So helps with the lay of the land, contractor parking. You can see our access points, junk trailers in the back. So just a helpful overview. Foundation work is ongoing through this month, through the end of the month. month ahead of steel showing up in November. First deliveries coming up.
Yeah, it's most of the foundation work done.
Yeah,
Yeah, the
we're,
last grade beam in the auditorium is Wednesday. That'll be the last pour for
yeah, you're like
foundations.
98 per year. You're
Yeah,
right
we're-
there. Yeah.
we're there.
So yeah, big milestone. These are some action shots. Again, just a sense of project scale and effort to date over the last month. Some big developments. It's a big milestone, obviously on schedule as well, which is great. Some more rebar foundation progress photos. And again, just a summary, current activity, completing foundation placements on schedule, as well as Harold Brothers, bit of a special activity, but they put the grease trap in. You saw a photo in there, that's a deep excavation, so got that out of the way. It's a deeper hole. As far as upcoming activity, again, just buttoning up foundations through the end of the month with first delivery of steel in November. Key item from coordinating with Dave, we had, in our meeting last week, had some conversation with Margot. We do actually have a water service shutdown for the building, existing building, to replace a hydrant that's faulty out front. So that's planned for the 7th. While staff are out of the building, so it should minimize impact. In the next 30 days, that's the ongoing activity. Wanted to share just coordination progress with everybody. This is a weekly meeting that WT Rich manages with the trades, in participation with AI3 to coordinate any conflicts or if there's a clash between a light and a piece of ductwork, or size of roof penetrations or wall penetrations. It's been an ongoing effort, so just wanted to share that with everybody from a weekly meeting perspective. Probably about halfway there, Bethany, roughly, working our way down.
Coordination, yeah.
Yeah.
Some trees go before others, right? Because work happens first. So some are much
Yep.
farther along than that. But yeah, overall, about 50%.
And this was just kind of a case study, one example, just to outline the process as the coordination continues with the subcontractors. If there is a conflict that needs adjustment, we're capturing those adjustments and those updates through RFIs for the sake of project record. This was one of them. In the lower kitchen, adjusting the light layout to accommodate the large ductwork above ceiling. The photo on the left is a cross-section of the coordination model. Again, alleviates issues down the road and solve some problems now instead of conflicts later or change orders later. Next slide here is a summary of meetings over the last month. It's been busy. I've had several kickoffs with our commissioning agent and building envelope commissioning agent, which was assigned through MSBA. So we had those kickoff meetings last month.
Are those monthly meetings or quarterly with the commissioning agent?
Commissioning agent, I think we were going monthly, Alan, but I'll
Okay.
double check. Let me double check what
Okay.
our next schedule was.
Okay.
Bill, certainly as the project evolves, those will become more frequent. But yeah, as far as, and again, some key milestone meetings with the project starting. We had our general MSBA kickoff meeting. We've penciled in a schedule for our monthly project check-ins with them, as well as quarterly change order review with MSBA. And that's on top of our weekly and bi-weekly recurring meetings for OAC coordination, PCO review, and any user meetings that come up. One of which was a sport user group meeting to coordinate storage containers on site. So that's been productive to make sure we get that right the first time. And probably the other keynote meeting was coordinating with the vendor who is supporting the regional dispatch system as Norwood converts to a regional dispatch. There's several sites that are being upgraded with new equipment. The school, Coakley School, is one of those sites as part of the regional dispatch, so we're continuing to coordinate with the vendor to make sure that the building is set up correctly to receive that equipment. And then just looking ahead, again, continuing weekly and bi-weekly meetings, MSBA quarterly and monthly site visits, ongoing current meetings. This is a summary, just very high level, similar to the dashboard that we give you at the end of the month, of the monthly report, with just some key activities over the last month. Ongoing third-party inspections, both from the design team and consultant, third-party testing agency, Intertech. Ongoing field reports, observations, or track through those reports. And those are going to continue as we get into steel assembly. Just a quick point of reference, document control, just progress on submittals and RFIs over the last 30 days. And then finally, just key communication with MSBA. Biggest was the request for a bid amendment to the project funding agreement that was submitted on the 6th. So what that triggers is the start of a process with MSBA where the budget is adjusted to reflect the actual bid cost through award to WT Rich and the GMP value. So they will update, MSBA will update the project funding agreement based on actual cost. And that's where we'll see, there's been some communication about some legislation and potential additional funding.
Okay.
That potential funding adjustment would be implemented through this
Okay.
budget adjustment
Yep.
from MSBA. So that's the mechanism that's used. As far as timeline, when we hear back, it sounds like it's, they did acknowledge receipt. It's in their court. I think it is typically weeks or months before we hear anything back from them. So right now we've submitted everything and we'll wait to hear back through our project administrator. Project budget update. No change to construction value, no change orders last month. No change orders this month. We did update the pending PCO costs, which was attached in the back for reference. And the reason we're listing them as pending is some are under review and ongoing, need to be priced. Others, at this point, we've identified several that we feel can be accommodated either through allowance budget or cost of work savings. So we're not asking for a change order today for those items. But again, this is just forecasting what's pending. If these costs were to need change orders, that's our open balance right now. And you can see on the bottom line, owner contingency remains north of $6 million. We actually put a little more money back into that pot this month based on some allocation of buy savings and cost of work savings towards some change orders that were on the lot last month. So yeah, no change order this month. Pending PCO log is tracking well at this point. Any questions there? We'll stop.
Comments, questions from anyone?
Whoops, sorry. Just jump over that.
All right. Good, so things are going along basically on schedule, which is good.
Sorry about that slide. Error. So going forward, the last sheet, I know that's small, and I think going forward I'll print this larger, but that last sheet is a monthly update from our last meeting. the change order log. So what we'll do is, essentially, we'll draw a line in the sand. As of this meeting, we presented through item 41. Next month, we'll pick it up from 42 and however many new items are there, if there are any. And we'll produce this log each month going forward and share that with everybody. But again, this is items that are in progress of being priced or resolved. And as we finalize them, we'll update the budget accordingly each month.
Okay, good. And any further questions? Anything else anybody would like to discuss today?
Molly was in touch with me, Molly, our current finance director.
Yeah.
She usually does the approvals in our accounting software to process invoices, so I guess we'll just wait until next month to process these then.
Why, we can't wait on the construction one.
I mean, I do have authority to sign, so I would continue, which I have done, so I would
Okay.
continue with those. I continue with the payments. Okay,
Those are the update items, Mr. Chairman.
thank you.
We'll postpone the voting items.
All right. Anything else? If not, I would take a motion to adjourn.
Do we need to?
Yeah, yes, yeah.
So moved. How can we vote to adjourn? We don't have a quorum.
Yeah, that's my.
I suppose,
Yeah.
all right. All right, with that,
Suggest we adjourn.
all right. I suggested we adjourn. Okay, thank you.